this. Okay, right? Yeah, having said that, okay, I'll just do a quick revision over here. Okay, so listen to me very quickly. Okay, so we are discussing data structures, and one of the data structure, not, I mean, we are discussing modules, and as part of this modules, we are taking a data structure called as stack. Okay, so stack is a very famous data structure which works based on last in first out. It means whichever element went, last will be the first element to come out first. That is called as last in first out. Okay, so when we discuss stack, we have three scenarios in a stack. Okay, the first scenario is that the stack could be empty when we are creating it for the very first time. There are no elements in it. Okay, and the second scenario would be that the stack is half filled. It means what? We have entered, we have put some elements into it. Okay, and it has been half filled, but it is not completely filled. Okay, and the third scenario is after filling the entire stack, it would come to a situation where you can no more enter any more elements. That becomes completely filled. Is that okay? Is this the scenarios okay, guys? Yes, no, okay, not okay. Everyone, I want everyone to, you want me to repeat, ask me, I'll repeat it. Okay, now on a stack, okay, Akshata, can you tell me how many operations can be done on a stack? What all operations can be done on a stack, Akshata?
Push.
You can do a push. Okay, oh, 1 minute, let me write it separately. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, so tell me what all operations could be done. First one is what, Akshata? Tell me.
Push.
You can do a push operation. Okay, then
Pop.
you can do a pop operation. Okay, then push pop. Then what else can you do on a stack? You can push pop. Okay, someone says no, delete is nothing but pop. Lakshmi, I'll tell you what is pop. Okay, push pop and then
display.
Exactly, yeah, you can actually do a display, isn't it? You can do a push pop and display, correct? Now what will push? What do you mean by push, Akshita? What do you mean by push?
Wherein we put the elements into
yes
the
or no? You insert the elements, correct? Okay,
yes,
guys, are you understanding? Just say yes in the chat box. Push is nothing but you are inserting the elements, right? Okay, everyone, just put that in the chat box. Everyone, yeah, push is nothing but inserting the elements. What about pop? Supreet, are you understanding, Supreet? Supreet, yeah, okay. So what do you mean by pop?
You're removing the elements.
Exactly, deleting or you are removing the elements, correct? You are removing the elements. That is called as pop. Okay, right. What do you mean by display?
Like you display what is in the stack.
Exactly. Yeah, you display what is there in the stack. Yes or no? Display the elements. Correct? No? Right. Now, having said that, right? Now let us first do the design and then we'll go and implement it using our Python language. Okay. Now, in this scenario, in the first scenario, okay, Akshata. So, can you tell me what all operations can be done in the first scenario?
Push.
Okay. Why can't we do a pop?
Because it's already empty.
It's already empty, correct, right? So the only operations that could be actually done on your empty stack in the first scenario is what? In this scenario you can only do a push, isn't it? You can only do a push, right? Okay, so this would be your interface. Yes or no? Push, I mean, this would be your function. That is only push operation can be done when the stack is empty. Yes or no? Okay,
yes.
Can we do a pop from there?
No, sir.
So when you try to do a pop, what should happen?
Sir?
When you try to do a pop on an empty stack, what should happen?
Error.
Yeah, so basically you must actually display an error saying that, look boss, the stack is empty, I'll not be able to pop it, so please say push or something else. You're getting it? So I'll be able to do only a push but not a not pop or display. Okay, pop will also be pop is unable to be done over here, or even display cannot be done. The reason is that for displaying also you need elements. Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay with this? Okay with this? Okay, now when it is half filled, what all operations can you do?
You can push, display.
You can push. Okay, you have room for pushing. You have space here. Okay, then
you can pop as well.
Okay, you can pop also. Okay, because there are elements where I can actually pop from it. That is, I can delete from it. Okay, so then
display as well.
I can display as well, isn't it? I can also display. Correct? No, these are the three things that I can actually do. But here, I think you can also display. If possible,
yes,
you can also display, isn't it? You can display by saying it is an empty stack.
Empty stack.
Correct? No, you'll be able to say, or you can say the stack is empty or something like that, right? Or there is no elements. Now you can decide how to implement it. Correct? Now, what about when it is filled? What are operations can you do? Can you do a push?
No.
When the stack is full, right? You can no more push because there is no room over here. Okay, so the stack that I am designing over here can store maximum of 5 elements. That's all, isn't it? I can store only 5 elements over here, and there is no room in the stack. So therefore, once the stack is completely filled, I will not be able to
Push
push
it.
it, right? So push cannot be implemented over here, but can I implement a pop?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. And then I can also implement a
Display.
display, isn't it? Yes, no? Correct or not, guys?
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm actually, today's session is all about, developing a stack module. Okay, the basic module which I'll be giving you. So you must enhance it so that you can store all the other kind of elements also. I'll show you how to design a stack for a single element. Okay, Naresh is there. Naresh is there in the class. Okay, Naresh is there, and I really liked he did the encrypting and decrypting program for even numbers, right? No, so I kept on asking who did. Naresh really tried it. Can you can you just clap for him, please? Just say claps in the chat box. Really good effort. I don't know if it is working or not, but at least he tried. That is what I'm very happy about it. Please clap for him actually. Right? Very good. Right. Okay. Right. Having said that, awesome. Okay. Yeah. So today I will show you a basic stack. I want you to implement for other elements also. Is that okay? Right? Yeah, let me see who will implement the complete stack and give it to me. Right. Okay. Now coming back to the stack problem. So you understood that there are three different scenarios over here. One is empty, one is half filled, the other one is filled, and these are the three different operations that you can do in a stock on a stack. And you know that when the stack is empty, you cannot do a pop. You can only do a push and a display. And when you're doing a display, you must say the stack is empty, or the stack is nothing is there, or you can display an empty stack like that. When it is half filled, you can do push, pop, and display. And if it is filled, you cannot do a push because it's already filled. You must say I'll not be able to do a push, and the only operation that is possible is pop and a display. Correct? No? Is that okay till here? Right? Okay. Now, Akshata, coming back to this. Okay. Now, how will I basically do the push operation in the empty? How will I push? What is the thing that I have to do while I'm doing a push? What is the condition that I have to check before pushing?
We have to check whether it's
First thing is, we need something called as a top of stack.
top of stack.
Okay, I'll call it as top of stack, right? I'll call this,
Yes.
How this is implemented, we'll see later. We'll see how this is implemented and all later. For now, let us understand we have an arrow mark over there, which is top of stack, correct? Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is the top of stack doing? What does the top do actually?
It points to the top of the.
Yeah, it points to the current top of the stack, correct?
Yes, sir.
It means when the stack is empty, currently it would be at -1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What if top is at -1? What does it indicate?
It's empty.
Everyone are everyone okay with this? Yes or no? If suppose this top, what is top? We'll see later. If the top is at -1, what does it indicate? That basically the top, the stack is empty. Agree? Disagree with everyone? I'm asking everyone. Agree? Disagree to this? Okay. Yes, no. Okay. What if the top is here? What does it mean? If top is at 4, what do you mean by that?
It's full.
If the top is here means what is the meaning?
It's full.
Full, no? It is filled. It means that I'll no more be able to push, correct? Okay. So now tell me, Akshata, what is the right scenario? I mean, what is that I have to do before pushing? What is that I have to ask? What is the condition that I have to check before pushing an element? If I want to, I need to have an element. I have to have a condition, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can I push it directly like that, or I should have a condition while I am entering an element, while inserting an element?
Should have a condition.
So what is that condition?
While top is.
Not while. I'm asking about condition. What is the condition?
Top is -1.
Soundarya is telling if top is equal to -1. So what? If top is equal to -1, what does it mean?
It's empty.
It's empty. I'm asking you to push, no? While it is pushing means what? What is that I have to see? When can I push? Okay, tell me one condition when I cannot push.
When top is equal to 4.
Yeah, so what is 4 there?
The length of the.
Is it length of that particular thing or length -1?
Length -1.
Exactly, yes or no? So yeah, so if top is equal to length -1, yes or no? If top is equal to length -1, agree? Everyone okay? Everyone okay with that? Okay. If everyone, until everyone says okay, not go ahead. I want everyone. Supreet, I'm especially worried about Supreet. Supreet, okay, yeah. If top is equal to, okay, you're thinking why Supreet? Why special preference for Supreet? Because Supreet said, sir, go slow in the class. That is why I'm making sure that he'll understand. Okay. Yeah. So if top is equal to len minus 1, that is here, it means that I will no more be able to push it on the stack. It means I have to say, no boss, I'll not be able to push. Yes or no? Agree or not? Agree, disagree, everyone? Okay. Okay. So that will be a condition. Now, when is that condition when I cannot pop anymore? When is it I cannot pop anymore? Can you tell me?
When top is -1.
Exactly. When top is equal to -1, I must be able to say that, boss, there is nothing to do a pop over there. There is no element. It means the stack is empty. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, not okay. I want you to put that in the chat box. We will see the code later here. So now just I'm trying to give you all possible scenarios, right? So if top is at -1, it means what? If the top is equal to, we'll see how I have implemented later, but let us understand the basic concept of stack. Okay. So if this variable top is at equal to -1, what does it mean? It means there is no element in that stack, isn't it? Correct? No. So it is empty. I'll not be able to do a pop over there, right? Now, similarly, if the top has already reached the top of the stack, that is, if it is actually top is equal to len minus 1, what does it mean? It means that my top is already at the top. It means that I'll not be, it's the stack is completely filled. I'll not be able to do another push on it. Yes, no. Yes, no. If you have doubts, ask me. If you have doubts, ask me. I'll just wait for something. Let me know if you have any doubt. I'll wait for some time. You can unmute yourself and you can ask me. You can unmute and ask me if you have any doubt. Okay. Yeah, Supreet, listen to me very carefully, Supreet. Okay, you have to concentrate, Supreet, over here for now. Okay. Now listen. Now, if suppose I want to enter an element into the stack. Supreet, can you unmute yourself, Supreet, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Supreet. Okay. So Supreet, we have to do push, pop, and display, correct?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So first time the stack is empty, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when the stack is empty, how do I know whether the stack is empty?
Sir, because nothing is allotted.
No. How did that? That's what. How do you know whether nothing is allotted or not? The only way to know whether the stack is empty is that the top is there. No, this variable top, it
Yes,
should
sir.
be at -1.
-1.
Okay. And you know when
Okay,
you
sir.
know the stack would be completely filled, it would be top will be at len minus, that is this element, that is 4.
4.
Okay. So what is 4? What is the length of this? 1,
Sir,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Length 5, no?
Yes, sir.
So if top is near len -1, that is nothing but 4.
Okay, sir.
It means the stack is empty. It means when the stack is empty, can I put more data into it?
No, sir.
Okay. When the stack is completely empty, can I take more data from it? Can I remove data from it?
No, yes, sir.
Huh? Listen to it. When the stack is empty, can I take more data from, can I remove data from it?
No, sir, you can't.
Yeah, I cannot. Yes or no? So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the two conditions. One is top is equal to -1. Okay. The other one is top is equal to len minus of 1. Okay. We'll discuss that later. But you must understand that when I'm explaining you the code, you must know what is happening. This picture should come to your mind. Is that okay?
Sure, sir. Okay.
Right. Now, if suppose I want to insert, what is it I have to do? First is I have to increment the top. Correct, everyone? I have to increment the top and then put it in the top. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? I'll tell you how later. We'll just see. Okay. I have to tell the program where to insert. Okay. So what I have to do is I cannot say put it in top. It will go and put it in -1. I want the program to put the element. When I insert the element, no, it has to put it in the 0th location. Correct, no? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
You tell me where should the first element be stored? Okay, guys, give me a moment. Give me a moment. Hello? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Yeah. So now tell me, if suppose I want to insert the first element, guys, don't worry. I will be explaining the code to you. Before that, I'm just showing you the diagram. Okay. If suppose I want to element the first element, okay, where should I store it? Where should I insert it? Supreet, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where should I insert it? The first element.
Sir, 0th.
In 0. Second one I should store in the 1th. Okay. Then in the 2th. Then in the 3rth. And then the 4th. Is or no? If suppose I want to tell the program to insert in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whose help should I take? Top's help. Isn't it? Okay. So what I will do, I will increment the top. first, before inserting an element, I will increment this top. Top will become 0. That is -1 plus 1 will become 0, no? So after
Yes.
incrementing this top, I'll put an element over here. Now if I want to insert one more element, I will increment the top, then I'll put an element over here. I want to put one more element, I'll increment the top, and then I'll put one more element, right? Similarly, when I want to pop, what I will do, okay? I will remove this element, decrement the pop. I will remove this element, decrement the pop. I'll remove this element, decrement the top. I will, remove this element, decrement the top. I will remove this element, decrement the top. The moment it reaches -1, it means there is nothing more to actually remove because it has reached the empty stack. Okay, did you slightly understand something? Not fully, slightly. If you understood slightly, that is more than enough. Slightly, just say slightly. If you understood
Yes.
slightly, just say slightly. Okay, now shall we, okay, fine, Supreet. Shall we go and see the code now, then we'll understand? Is that okay? Right? Yeah, can anyone help me out while navigating through the code, please? Can anyone help me out? Who can help me? Who can help me? You know, anyone? Who can help me? Yeah, tell no. By default, Revanappa will help me. You raise your hand. Revanappa.
Yes, sir.
You'll help me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Right. I'm so happy that you're helping me now. Okay, listen, we'll just see the code. Okay, let me see that whether it is there in my material. Okay. Yeah, it is there. Okay. So from where shall we start? So shall we start from here? Okay. Shall we start from here for the first this thing? Revanappa, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is happening over here in this first one? What is happening?
We are defining the get stack, sir.
Yeah, so we are actually writing a definition for the function getStack. Okay, so the docstring says it creates and returns an empty stack. Did you see the docstring? There is an interface. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
And
sir.
what does it say? It returns an empty stack,
Yeah.
correct? I mean, it returns a list basically. It is nothing but a list which is empty. Agree, disagree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is giving a empty starting time when I'm doing it. Okay, next,
Yes.
what is the next definition that is telling you? What does the next definition say?
Is empty string.
Yeah, so one second. Yeah, so what does it say, Pa? Can you tell me?
Is empty.
Is empty. Okay, so is empty. What does it say? Returns true if stack is empty, otherwise returns false, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if s is equal to empty completely, return true, else return false, correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay, then what do you have? We'll use all this, don't worry. So now what is there? What is the next function?
Top of the sir.
Top. Okay, so what does it say? Returns value of the top item of the stack if stack is not empty, otherwise returns none. Okay, let us come to this later. Okay, so fine. Let us not work. We'll start from here. Okay, right. So Revanappa, so start from here, man. What happens from here? Tell me first time.
We are importing stack, sir.
Exactly, we are importing a
Stack.
stack. Okay,
Stack module.
so what is a stack? What is a stack?
It is last in first out.
No. What is this in this program? What is stack?
Stack is a module.
Exactly, stack is basically a module. Okay, that we have written, correct? Now shall we go to that stack and see whether that module is there? See, this is the module, correct? Now, so this is basically the module. I have saved it as stack.py, correct, Revanappa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so how many functions are there in this module? 1,
1, 2, 3.
2, 3, we have 4, 5, 6.
Five.
Okay, 6 are there, correct? No? Okay, fine. Now shall we go to the next line?
Yes, sir.
Shall we go to the next line? Okay,
Yes, sir.
what is the next line? It says get stack, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now get stack belongs to which module? Get stack belongs to which module? See,
I
I'm
don't
calling
remember,
that, no?
sir.
Stack.
Yes, sir.
I've imported the stack, no? Stack module.
Yes, sir.
You remember what we did in the previous class? Import math.factorial. So factorial is the function belonging to math module. Similarly, I'm calling get stack. Get stack is the function belonging to which module?
Stack module.
Stack module. Okay, so what will get stack give you? Let me go to get stack. Okay, what will get stack give me? What is it giving me?
It returns an empty list.
Exactly, it gives me an empty list.
Empty
So what is my stack now currently?
It's an empty list.
It is basically an empty list, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Then so we'll come to this line now. Now we have a for loop
Yes, sir.
and we have a generator function called as range.
Range.
This range will start from where to where?
1 to 5, sir.
1 to 4, no?
Yes, sir. 5 is excluded, sir.
5 is excluded, correct, right? Yeah, so first time item will contain what?
For item in range.
What will
Item.
item contain?
Item is 1, sir.
Yeah, first time it will be 1, then second time it is 2, then third time it is 3, then fourth time it is 4, correct, no?
4. Yes, sir.
Right. So first time it is from 1 to 4 I am generating. So first time it is 1, okay, then shall I enter into the loop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now what am I calling?
Push operation.
Push operation. Push belongs to which module?
Stack module.
Stack module. So I am passing 2 elements to it. What are those 2 parameters?
My stack and item.
What is my stack currently?
My stack is an empty list.
Empty list. And then item is what?
Item is 1, sir.
So what am I trying to tell the stack module? I'm saying push 1 into the stack, correct?
0. Yes, sir.
I'm
0.
saying push 1 into this stack, correct now?
Yes, sir.
Which is nothing but the 0th element, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we see how push is working?
Yes, sir.
Shall we go and see how push works? So there is a definition in push in the stack module. This is your stack module. In the stack module, we have a function called as push, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is S now?
S is 1, sir.
What is S?
1.
Hey, Delta fellows here. What is that? What is that?
Provided.
What is this?
My stack. My stack.
My stack. So what is S containing?
My stack.
So nothing but empty list, correct? No?
Empty list. Empty.
You pass that empty list over here, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then what is item?
Item is 1, sir.
Exactly. Now I'll come here and I'll enter into this push. Okay. So what will I say? S dot append item,
Yes,
correct?
Yes, sir.
S dot append item. So where will it get appended?
0.
This
position.
no.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So here it will get appended. So this is the list which was empty. Now I'm appending what? 1. So it will become 1, correct? Okay, let me write it separately. So first time when you're appending it, first time it was like this. It was empty. First it was empty. Let me write it somewhere so that it looks. Can I remove this from the screen, guys? Can I remove this, or you want to take a picture or something? Guys, you want to take a picture? Message something, no, whether you want to take, you have taken. Okay, right. So I'm removing this from here. Right. Okay. So first, what was there, Revanappa? First time it was empty, no, Revanappa?
Empty, sir.
Yeah. Next, what I did, I appended 1, no.
1, sir.
So it became like this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So then what? Then what am I doing here? Next. Okay. After appending, what will I do? The control will come back, no?
For loop, sir.
Yes or no? It come to the for loop. Next, what item it will take?
2, sir.
It will take 2, right? So again, what am I doing?
Again, you are pushing 2, sir.
2, and I'm also passing the my stack, correct?
My stack. Yes, sir.
My stack is what? The updated one? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
This only. Though I'm writing 2 left, it is not 2. It is the same one which is getting updated. I'm just showing you, that's all. Okay, no? So now what will happen? It will 1, comma 2 gets updated over here. The list becomes like this. So don't you think now pushing is happening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? Okay. Then what will happen in the next case? Next case, what will happen? Okay. Again, third time I'll do pushing. Fourth time I'll be doing the pushing. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like that, how many times I'll be doing the pushing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct?
4. Yes, sir.
4 times I'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So where is that? Where is that? Here. Okay. So by after pushing 4 times, what will happen? The list would become 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Correct? No? The stack is now full. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I'm not sure why I'm not checking the full condition. Anyways, let us discuss that later, right? Okay. So after doing this 4 times, what will happen? I mean, each time I'm pushing, right? Each time I'm pushing, I'm just saying pushing so and so item on the stack. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is the next thing that okay? Is this loop okay? Did you understand this loop? Did you understand this loop? Yes, no? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood this? I just pushed everything onto the stack. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is the next one now, Revanappa? What is this one?
While condition, sir. While not.
Condition. Okay. While not stack. Okay. So what am I calling now?
Is empty.
Is empty. Okay. While calling is empty, what am I passing?
My stack, sir.
I'm calling my stack. I'm passing my stack. What is my stack here? In my case, it's a stack completely filled with elements, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, no? Right. Okay. So now what I'm passing. So let me pass. So let us see where is empty. Where is empty? Is there a function is empty? Yeah,
yes,
there's
sir.
a function is empty, correct? No? So I'm calling. So what is S over here?
S is stack, sir.
Is the stack correct?
full.
No, yeah, it is a
Yes, sir.
fully filled stack that I have passed,
Yes,
correct? It's a fully filled stack. Okay, so I will see whether it is empty. Where is it? Where did it go? Where, this one, right? Where is it? Here, correct?
Second.
Yeah, so it came here. Is empty. This is a fully filled stack. It will come inside. It will see
Yes, sir.
if S is equal to empty. Is it equal to empty in my case?
No, sir. No,
It is
sir.
not. So I'll come to the else part. No,
Yes, sir.
in else part, what will I return?
It return false.
It returns false. So I'll come here. Okay, and then while not stack is empty, what did it return?
False.
It returned false, right? Not of false is what?
True, sir.
It means what is it I have to do? If it is not empty, then do the pop. Yes, no. Yes,
Yes,
no.
sir.
While not stack is empty. If the stack is empty, it would have given true. Because the stack is not empty, it gave false. While not of false will become true, correct? So while true is what it is true, I'll enter into that loop. Agree, disagree? Ravanappa, you want me to go slow? Explain once again.
No, no, sir. I fine. I
You
get.
understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So now the loop is true. I will enter into it, right? Now what is the next thing? If stack is not empty, I will be able to do a pop. If stack is empty only, I will not be able to do a pop. Now the stack
Yes.
the stack is not empty. It is filled. So I will be able to pop it out.
Pop.
Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what will I do? Stack dot pop.
Pop.
I'll call pop, and while calling pop, I'm passing the stack that is filled stack. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after popping, it has to give me an item. Let me see from where it has to pop now. Tell me.
From last and third element, sir.
Yeah, so
From fourth.
when I 0, 1, 2, 3, this is the stack. Okay, I mean this is the stack. Which element should it pop?
Third element, sir.
0, 1, 2, 3. This element, right?
Yes, sir.
That is that is nothing but the value 4. It has to pop 4, correct?
4.
So let me see if it is giving 4 or not. Okay, so let me say pop. I'm going to the pop definition. I'm coming to the pop definition. In the pop definition, what is happening? I have a doc string. Let us not worry about it. Now say, let us come to the if condition. If is empty yes, again I'm checking. Is empty yes?
No, sir.
I'll come
It
here
is
again. Is empty yes? Is empty yes? Again, is a equal to no? It returns false, right? So
False.
is empty becomes false. If for false, I'll ignore the if. I'll come to the else part. In the else part, what is happening? Okay, yes is there. What is s? Fully filled stack.
Stack.
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From that s, length of s. What will length of s give me?
4, sir.
4 minus 1 is what?
3.
So what will this become? What will this become? S of length of s is what? Length of s is 4 minus 1. Therefore, this will become s of
3.
3. Okay. So what is s of 3? What is s of 3? This is s,
4.
right? This is s, no? S of 0, 1, 2, 3 is what? 4, no? Right? See that 4. Where is it? Where is it giving me? That 4 I will store it into item.
Item.
So item is containing what? 4, no?
4.
And then what I'll do? I'll delete that location. I will delete this location. Where is that? I'm deleting it. This is no more required. Therefore, I'm deleting it. Yes, no? Once I delete, this will become what? 1, 2, 3. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Because that is already 1 second, guys. Okay, right? So where is it here? Okay, so I'll delete it, and then what I'll do? I'll return the item. Correct? No?
Yes, sir.
So when I return, what is happening now? Where will that go and sit? In this
It is
item.
item. Item.
Okay, and then I'm just printing, popping 4 from stack. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then where will the control go next time? Where is
While
the control
loop.
going? Again to
While
the while loop.
while
In the while loop, what will it do again? It will again ask stack is empty. Okay, so
Yeah.
in my case, stack will not be empty because there are still 2 or 3 more elements are
Three.
there, correct? Therefore, it becomes false. Not a false, it is true. Again, it will get inside. It says stack.pop. It will take the next element, delete the last element, and then do it. So this keeps continuing, and then it keeps printing the popping. So at last moment, when it deletes the last element, okay, the list will again become empty. When the list become empty, okay, when you say is empty, okay, it comes to this place, is empty, and yes, yes would become empty. It will return true. If it is true, is what? While of not true. While of not true will become not of true is false. While of false it will become, then it will come out of the while loop. By then all the elements are popped out from the stack. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Is that okay, everyone? Until everyone say okay, I'll not be able to go ahead. Is that okay? Everyone. Yeah, it is just an implementation of thanks, Revanappa. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is basically a simple implementation of a stack. Okay, yeah, because in the diagram earlier I showed you -1 and all that. That is generally when you are actually using an array in other languages like C or Java and anything. When you are actually making use of an array, no, you make use of -1. It's in this program. Basically, we did not use array. We used a built-in list. So we had, we didn't want to actually use -1 or anything like that. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay, everyone? Okay, yeah. So can I give you one assignment on the stack? Will you be able to develop that?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, who is that?
Yogesh, sir.
Yeah, Yogesh, tell me.
Sir, here in stack dot push my stack comma item, we are calling the function push, no, sir. But in that push function, we are not returning any stack. We are not returning that yes, no, sir.
Correct. Okay.
How could my stack would get the list 1, 2, 3, 4, sir?
You are basically sharing the reference, no?
Yes, sir.
So what will happen when you're sharing the reference?
Okay.
1 second. I'll just try to, I don't know what happened. Okay. Okay, let me start it. Okay, so Yogesh, right? Yogesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have a function over here. Okay, say, let me say def call. Okay, like this. And here you created one, your call, you have one list L or something. L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, right? And then what you're doing is you're calling one more function called as, caller or something like that. Okay, and you're passing L to it, right? Now there is one more function definition, that is caller. Okay, now what happens? You are referring it to as M.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now then you will basically do some changes of L of 0 is equal to 2. Okay, and then you come here and then say print. Okay, L. Can you tell me what will be the output?
It would be 2, 2, 3.
Sorry, not M. It is M. M of 0 is equal to 2. Correct, no? M of 0 is equal to 2. Now, can you tell me what will be the output?
2, 2, 3.
When I made changes here, I'm not returning, but how is it getting updated?
Yes, I understood.
You understood the concept? Because you're passing the reference. Okay, so if there is one list, right? So there are two people actually pointing to this.
Okay, sir.
Like this.
I thought only when we return the list only get updated.
We have done this program, no? Like in the guess the output in list sequences, we have done programs like this.
Okay.
You're done? We are not done. Yogesh, darling, have you done? We are not done. Forgot?
No.
Huh? Okay. So others guys, did you understand what is Yogesh question? Do you understand? You all have any doubts like that? Do you understand or not? Put them in the chat box. Understood or doubt? Yogesh, did you understood by the way?
Yes, sir, I understood.
You understood, right? Okay, fine, man. So basically what happens here when you're doing push, right? You're passing the my stack. So when you're passing my stack, that comes as a, this one. What is that? Where is it? Where is that push here? Here, it comes as a yes, no. So yes and my stack both are pointing to the same list. So when you make changes over here, that would be reflected there.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So shall I give you an assignment?
Yes.
Shall I give you guys an assignment? Okay. So the assignment in this is that, I mean, the way that this stack works is that this module works is that, okay, it is actually you're taking the values from the range function 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to take the user input. Okay, user might enter whatever values he want. Okay, so every time he keeps entering, you must ask, give me a next number, and then take that number and you'll have to insert it in the stack. Will you do that? Yes? No? Yes, no? It means listen now. Listen, I'll tell you how it works. Okay, you have to write a stack program, stack module, and a client program. Okay, so this is basically a client. Okay, and you also have a stack module, right? So you should basically write a client program in such a way that you have to ask the user, okay, whether you want to do push operation, whether you want to do pop operation, or whether you want to do display operation. You're getting it? Now, based on the user input, you have to do push, pop, or display. Is that okay? Guys, is that okay? Okay. Now here there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. Okay. So when the stack is empty, you must not tell the user to actually do a pop operation. Okay. If suppose if your stack is empty, okay, tell me what operation can be done. I explained earlier during the start of the session. If your stack is empty, what operation can you do? If your stack is empty, okay, you can only do push, or you can do display and say it is empty, correct? No. So when the stack is empty, you cannot tell the user do a pop. That is wrong thing. You are giving wrong information to the client. Agree, disagree? Agree, disagree? Everyone. Agree, disagree, right? So when you're designing your code, you must code in such a way that, okay, you must tell the user to enter whether he wants to do a push, pop, or display based on the situation of the stack. Okay, it means for the first time when you're running the program, for the very first time when you're running the client program that is making use of the stack, you must say, you must only say P for push and D for display. Then the user will enter P. Oh, if it is P, then okay, let me do the push operation. Okay, if it is D, let me do the display operation. Okay, and if he tries to press anything else apart from P and D, you must say, boss, this was not an option given to you. Got it? Guys, got it? Just say got it. If you didn't get it, tell me, I'll explain once again. Okay, and if the stack is filled, if the stack is completely filled, you must tell the user, boss, see, you can only do pop operation and display operation, nothing else. And if he tries to do anything else, you must say, no, boss, I told you that you can only do two operations, nothing else. So you must do proper input handling and error handling. Did you guys understand what I'm saying? I want you to write a client program like this. Okay, and it's not using for and all those things. I mean, it's not using the range, so it is not continuous. So first time, the first time you might tell the user you can if you want, press P for pop and D for display. So he might say pop. Okay, or he might say display. Then he might say, next to you might say enter enter a number to push, enter D to display, or enter P to pop, whatever it is. So based on that choice, you'll enter one thing. Then if he say pop, then you must ask him for a number. Okay, so he'll enter a number, then you must actually store that number into the stack. You got it? You got what I'm trying to tell you? Yes, no? How many of you did not get what I'm saying? How many of you did not get what I'm saying? I want you to basically design such kind of stack. Okay? Yeah? Krishnappa, you understood what I'm saying? Yeah, unmute and talk means she's telling yes. Unmute and talk.
Yes, sir, understood.
Yogesh, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Sangram Biradar.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so what about Bhavna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Molly Roy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Pavan?
Yes, sir.
Soundarya?
Yes, sir. Sir, if I'm not using the range, that means that the stack is endless, right?
No. Okay, so if you don't use the stack is endless. It means you can store any number of values into stack. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
No, what you can do is you must actually hardcode the stack. You must say that, you must use some condition which says maximum 5 elements to the. Okay, so you must
Okay,
actually do the condition. If this element, if the top has reached so and so condition, then I'll not be able to do any more push. You
Okay,
must
sir.
define a particular number.
Okay, sir.
Is that okay? Don't keep it as endless.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. So Subhash, you understood?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Got it? So fine. Who else is on the video? Hey guys, unmute. No, there is a lot of disturbance. Unmute. Soundarya, unmute. No. Okay. Okay. So who else is on the video here? Who else is on the video? Unmute yourself. If you are on the video, unmute yourself quickly. Hey, who else is on the video here? Who is that? Unmute. Can you tell me who is that? I can see, but I don't know the name. That's why. What is your name, ma?
Sejal, sir.
Huh?
Sejal.
Sejal. Yeah, now I got to know. Okay. Yeah, Sejal, did you understand?
Understood, sir.
You understood. Pakka, guarantee. Okay,
Question
cool.
understood.
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. Okay. So anyone who did not understand, quickly. Shall I move ahead? Shall I go ahead? Shall I go ahead? You want me to repeat the question? I can repeat once again. You want me to repeat? Say don't repeat or whatever it is. You want me to repeat? No. Okay, fine. So this assignment has to be done. Yeah, this assignment has to be done by tomorrow. What time? What time? It's very simple. Only modification of this code. That's all. Tomorrow 11 o'clock. Okay, fine. 11 o'clock. Tomorrow 5 o'clock. Soundarya, why? 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock standard. One day I gave 5 o'clock. Every day 5 o'clock only.
Sir, we'll be having classes, sir.
So this class is not important.
Sir, not like that, sir.
See, everyone, one day I told 5 p.m. Every day 5 p.m. only. We will change, no? Okay.
Okay, sir.
5 p.m. Okay. You can do it today evening only. Now only after the class you can do. It is very easy. Okay. Yeah. I'll
Okay,
repeat
sir.
once again. Listen. Your client program should tell the user, okay, enter P for pop, D for display, num for push. You must tell the user. So user will say D. When user says D, you must be able to display. If it is empty, you must display empty. Okay. Now, if suppose the user enters, say P, you must be able to pop. But you must not give all the three options. Okay, all the three options. If the stack is empty, you should only give how many options? Two options. What is that? If the stack is empty, only two options. What is that? Num to push, D to display. Yes or no? And if the stack is fill, you must not give option for pop. You should say P for pop and D for display. If the stack is half filled, then you must give all the three options. Okay. User enter num for push, P for pop, D for display. Got it or not? Understanding it? Yeah. And if you enter something dirty, you must say dirty fellow, wrong input. You must tell that. That also you must handle it. Yes or no? Like if you go to ATM and you enter some wrong password, it will say no, wrong password. Yes or no? Like that. You must be able to input that also, right? If suppose you will say P for pop, D for display, num for push. Okay. Now some crazy person like Pawan, what he will do? He will enter X. You told P for pop, D for display, num for push. Pawan will enter X. When he enter X, what do you have to say? Dirty fellow, X is not given as option only. You're understanding? This is called as input handling and error handling. Will you do this or not? I will test your code. Okay. Yeah, you got it right. I want everyone to say got it quickly. Let me see who will implement and give it to me first. Okay. Special prize for person who will actually implement it very nicely and give it to me. Special prize for the first person who will implement it and give it to me. Okay. Let me see who will do that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, so we have one more program. I think I'll give this as an assignment for you guys. Okay. I wanted to observe. There is no fun in me doing it, but let me run this code and show it to you. Okay. Okay, guys, what can you see over here on the screen? What can you see? Okay, can you see that this program is making use of stack? Did you see this program is making use of stack? Yes, no? Right? Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through this program and see this program will use the stack to figure out whether a given word is palindrome or not. Okay, a string is palindrome or not. Okay, so can you give me one string actually? So I'll say madam. Okay, is madam as a palindrome? Not numeral, Krishnappa, Lakshmi Krishnappa, this one string, I mean normal string like this. Okay, I think even 1331 should work. Let me see, I don't know what I've implemented. 1331, yeah, 1331 also is working. Okay, 1331 is a palindrome. Okay, so when I say SUBBU, is it a palindrome? It says Subbu is not a palindrome. Enter string to check. Did you see? Okay, so give me one more anything. So let me say Malayalam. Okay, it is a palindrome. Did you see? Mom and dad, mom palindrome, dad palindrome. You getting it? Okay, so let me give anything else. And by the way, we have 1 second. Okay, anything else? 1 2 2 1 2 2 3. Okay, something like this. Did you get this right? But I think I've done a mistake here. The mistake is that I am unable to come out of the program. Did you see that? The problem with this code is I'm not able to come out of this code. Okay, so can you handle this problem? Okay, so you must say enter a string to figure out whether it is a palindrome or not, and exit to, if suppose someone types exit, you must be able to come out of the program. Is that okay? Will you do that? Yes, no? I mean, nothing to do. I've already written the code for you in this material for you guys. I want you to observe how I have done. Will you do that? Yes, no, guys? I've done that program for you guys. Only thing is, see if you can actually say, I mean, just say exit. If you say exit, you must come out of the program. Can you handle that one part? Okay, and I'm making use of the stack. I am actually making use of the stack. You can find out whether a given string is palindrome or not in a more easier way, but this program will only help you to understand how to use a stack. That's all. Clear? Okay. Okay, can you just go through this code, everyone? Or you want me to explain this code once again? You want me to explain, or you will do it by yourself? Molly Roy. You want me to explain, or you will do it by yourself, Molly Roy?
No, sir, I'll do it by myself.
You have to do by yourself. If you tell also, I will not do. You're getting it, Molly Roy? It is an assignment for you guys, for you to do it. I want you to observe each and everything and see how it is. Now, if you say explain also, I will not explain. I want you to do it by yourself. How many of you, tell me, out of this group, how many of you did encryption, decryption? I asked you to see that code. Encryption, decryption. I think only Naresh did. How many else did? How many else did? Nobody did. Don't leave it as it is. Please, I want you to see how I'm using this stack to actually see whether a given string is palindrome or not. Will you do that? Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we will start with the concept called as files. How to open a file, how to read a file, how to write into a file, and all that. Is that okay? Fine, guys. Yeah. So shall we meet tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. Chalo. Until then, take care. So please implement stack and then sleep if possible. Let me see who will be the first person to give me that output. Okay. Chalo. Take care then. Bye bye. Good night.